I really just have to address this. You know, I'm so tired of people out there, right? Especially men who try to adopt a position of neutrality on this topic. Now, I know why they do it. They do it because they're spineless. They do it because they themselves do not want to be canceled. But you see, as for me, right, Nick, the Bible says that the righteous are as bold as a lion. So I'm going to be bold on this topic, and I'm going to tell you exactly where I stand on it, all right? Because this is not a new topic. Listen very carefully to what I'm saying. This is not a new topic. The LGBTQ agenda has been going on for quite some time, and I'm sure everybody has a perspective. Everybody has an opinion, whether you want to admit it openly or not. Everybody has an opinion. But what I find interesting is that there's these males out there. I won't call them men. There's these males out there that have these big YouTube channels, and they refuse to give their actual opinion. They adopt this very hands-off approach to the topic, and I find it so spineless and so despicable, because in my mind, I'm looking at it from the standpoint like, where do you stand on the whole entire topic? Real talk, where do you actually stand on the entire topic? I'll give you a perfect example, all right? So we have this first YouTuber. He goes by the name of Carlos King, right? So check this out.
All right.
Now, just to give you some context, he's going to choose to discuss about the topic of the Jess Hilarious and the trans women. And I'm not going to play the whole video. I just want you to see this opening of his video to show you his stance.
What's up with the YouTube fam, and I'm back again with another video. So listen, man, a lot of y'all been hitting me up asking me my thoughts and opinions about this whole trans thing and all the other type of stuff, man. And I'm just gonna tell y'all what I normally tell y'all. I mean, I don't be saying it back in messages that y'all seeing, because y'all might take it the wrong way, so I'm gonna say it on here so y'all can get how I'm coming when I say what I say. I don't be giving a damn. I swear I don't give a damn. You can think what you want.
You see that? I don't give a damn. Now, this is what's so disingenuous about this whole thing, right? I don't give a damn, but yet he's going to choose to proceed to explain why he's going to cover the topic anyway. If you don't give a damn, don't talk about the topic. You see, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn about saving the dolphins like some of these hippies. So I'm not going to cover it. Period, point blank, I'm not going to cover it. But if you're covering something, that means don't try to act like you don't care. You do care. Now he's going to proceed to explain why he's going to cover the topic, and listen to him.
I think you can be who you want to be. You can choose whatever sexuality. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your life. You do what the hell you do. I'm not going to waste my time, existence, or none of this shit judging you, being mad at you, or none of this shit. Do your thing, cuz I might not agree with everything, but I really just genuinely don't give a damn.
All right, you see that? So now he says, I may not agree with everything, but I don't give a damn. The hypocrisy is crazy. Either you care about the situation or you don't. Either you care about the situation or you don't. But don't try to play both sides of the fence and act like you don't care about the situation when you're clearly covering the situation. Now, again, a lot of these people, they engage in that type of rhetoric because they're too spineless of a man to actually tell people where they stand on the situation. I'm going to give you another example. There's a man by the name of Chisa Zed. I'm sure many of you guys, especially if you're into the whole, coffee pod, the whole masculinity, I'm sure you've met this brother here before. He's going to address the same topic as well, and look at his approach.
So guys, there's a war going on right now between biological women and trans women. Yeah, I don't think I've ever addressed anything to do with the trans community ever on my page. I don't think I've ever done a video about trans community. Why? Because just plain and simple, I usually tend to avoid topics that I don't know much about, right? I don't know any of these people I'm about to show you on screen. I'm ignorant to this topic. So
You see that? I'm ignorant to this topic. I don't know much about the situation. Man, let's stop the cap. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop the BS. I'm not buying it. Again, the whole LGBT thing, you may not know the intricacies, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm sure by now, everybody has an opinion on the subject. Whether you don't agree or whether you do agree, but you have a stance. Don't play this neutral ground like that first guy where, I don't give a damn, but yet you're going to choose to cover the topic. And let me just say this, right? as a man, if anybody is a real man, listen to me and listen to me well. How can you be a actual man, a real man, and not care about this topic? How can you be a real man and not see how disgusting and see how dangerous this is? I mean, in your everyday interactions with the opposite sex, do you want to question who the hell you're speaking to? I mean, when this whole thing started off, it was very clear. It was clear as day. You could spot a woman a mile away. You could spot a man a mile away. You can spot a trans woman a mile away. It was very clear. But the technology has gotten so far that it is now starting to become extremely hard for you to look at a woman and you ask yourself, is that actually a woman? With all the makeup, witchcraft, with all the surgeries that's being performed, now the question is this actually a woman? And you're gonna tell me that as a man you do not care, or you're ignorant, or I don't really want to talk about the topic. Do whatever you want. No. This is despicable because it affects you, man. When you have a whole bunch of trans women walking around, do you know how many stories there are about trans women who are dating men and they do not disclose the information or disclose the fact that they are actually biological males? And when these men end up kissing, having sex with these trans women, when they find out that those trans women were not actual women, these men either commit suicide or they actually kill the trans woman. So this is what we're dealing with. So how in the world can you actually stand up here in front of thousands of people and say you do not care? As a real man, you absolutely should care. And again, because here's the thing, right? We always want to talk about masculinity, but masculinity does not exist in a vacuum. Masculinity does not exist on its own. It exists in a dichotomy. The moment you talk about masculinity, automatically you're implying that there's a femininity. And femininity, true women are being attacked with this whole agenda. So since they are too spineless to tell you this, I'm going to tell you straight up. Because again, the righteous are as bold as a lion. Bold as a lion. This whole thing is sick. It's abominable. It is straight up trash. That is the truth. And I don't need to mince my words. I don't gotta beat around the bush. This whole thing is sick. But anyway, now I did that rant. Let's actually get to the actual meat of the video. Because here's the thing, right? We have this whole controversy that's going on with Jess Hilarious and these trans women. Now, how did it proceed? It proceeded because this woman says some asinine statements, and I want you to check out what she has to say.
This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood.
Wow. So she actually has an offense with biological women saying that they own periods and they own womanhood. You guys, please put it down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts as this is going on. Please let me know, like, am I crazy? Or is this woman tripping? Like, are we literally entertaining mental illness? So, check this out. She has more. Whoa. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot say such a blasphemous thing. It has more. All right, let's proceed.
You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you. So
y'all.
All right. So that's how it started off. All right. All right. So this trans, woman said that biological women do not own periods and they do not own womanhood. I think in some other videos, it has gone so far to say that women are not the gatekeepers of periods. So now this is the famous comedian Jess Hilarious, and check out what Jess Hilarious has to say about the statement of that trans woman.
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands?
I just want to make sure it's from the beginning.
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
All right, so you see Jess Hilarious' stance on it. Again, put it down in the comments below. What do you guys think about what she had to say? Me, personally, I stand with Jess Hilarious 100%. And this is what's so sad. Jess Hilarious, after she says this, now what we have in the internet is a bunch of people actually trying to cancel Jess Hilarious for just speaking facts. I mean, she did not say anything wrong. She just said that women are the gatekeepers of periods. They're the only ones that can bleed. And as a man, I'm happy. I'm cool with that. I mean, I don't know if you're a man listening to this right now. If you are, I don't know about you, but I'm glad I don't bleed every month. Now, I'm not saying this to be insensitive, but it is what it is. I mean, women are the ones that bleed, and they should not be ashamed about it. But when you have men trying to enter the conversation and say that women don't own periods and they don't own womanhood, I mean, what delusion are we entertaining? So they're trying to cancel Jess Hilarious because you know how this cancel culture is. But now check this out, because this is where it gets scary. Again, you guys, as a man, I do not understand how can you lie to yourself and say you do not care about the situation. Check out this trans woman that I'm about to show you. All right, check this out. Now, I don't know about you guys. Again, I do not know about you guys, but I know for me, I'm going to keep it a buck. If I did not know that this thing was a trans, I would walk down the street and I would legitimately have said, oh, maybe this is a woman. Now, I'm not going as far as to say that I would try to approach this, this thing or try to holler at this thing. I'm just saying that from a glance, you would assume that it's a woman. And this is what I'm talking about. How, as a man, can you dare say you don't care about the situation, or that, I let them do whatever the hell they want to do? No, you guys, as men, we got to stand against this nonsense. You should absolutely care, because, again, if you here going to approach a woman, and you are questioning what the hell you're talking to, that is a problem. Again, that's because Satan has gone so far through technology to actually alter the features. And you see, this is what I'm saying. Women always complain about being these sex objects. And this is what's so scary about the situation. This is the epitome of a sex object. Again, let me show you this thing right here. This is the epitome of a sex object. Because if you could take a man, put makeup, do a little bit of surgery, shave down the Adam's apple, put on a waist trainer, grow your hair. You see, all this thing is trying to do is trying to attract people from a physical standpoint. Because again, we have relegated what true womanhood is solely on the basis of looks. But we're not actually judging women based off of their roles and their actual function, which is, let's keep it a buck, is to reproduce. I mean, that's why they have a womb. That's why they bleed every month. I mean, that's why they go through the menstrual cycle, is so that they can reproduce. So if we relegate women to just how they look, this is the problem that we're dealing with today. We're dealing with a world where men have actually, biological men are actually attracting other men through their lust. Period, point blank. And that's why this thing is sickening. All right, this thing is absolutely sickening. So check this out and what this transgender has to say.
Keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do. Since they really want this real word.
Hey, whoa. Did you hear what this thing had the nerve to actually say? That trans women look better than actual women. You guys. Oh my gosh. All right.
Bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you. Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect than you do. That has nothing to do with us. That is not a reason why you should be disrespecting us and trying to make it a big thing. Girl, don't nobody want no period. Don't nobody want no motherfucking kids, because a lot of you hoes don't want no kids. A lot of y'all only having these motherfucking kids to keep a man around. A lot of y'all only having motherfucking kids because you trying to make your mom and daddy happy.
All right. You know what? This thing, yo, it is crazy. I'm not going to even play the whole video because it actually just makes my skin crawl, if I have to be real honest, listening to that thing talk. But I do want to address one thing that this thing had to say, right? Which I actually think is actually true. You know, a lot of women have been complaining for years about how men abuse them, how, you know, and they've been complaining how they don't want to be moms and they getting abortions and they doing all these things. So, you know, women, and this is where I want to have an intelligent conversation with all my audience right now. What we need to fundamentally understand is that women, biological women, you are the reason for this problem today. No, I really want you guys to understand this. And please stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to show it to you, all right? But women, you are the reason of your own downfall that you're experiencing today. The fact that this movement has gotten so strong, this LGBTQ agenda movement has gotten so much, you know, traction, is because women, why, you know, in a large part, have supported a lot of gay men. Women, in a large part, have been complaining about their position in society for so long, and they've been trying so hard to be like men that now you have these things walking around being, you know, acting like women, and now women are trying to complain. You can't have it both. You can't have it both. You can't be this crazy feminist, you get what I'm saying? You want to be almost like a man, and now when you have these men trying to be like women, now these biological women actually have issue to take up with these trans women. So it's actually quite sad. Now, do I agree with this trans? Absolutely not. I think that thing is disgusting as hell. But that point that it's making, I mean, again, you know, women always want to victimize themselves. They always victimizing themselves. And this is why this movement is getting so much traction. They have been how many of you guys, let's keep it a buck. How many of you guys know that woman that have been mega chill and mega cool with a gay man? I used to see that happen all the time. And you know what it is? It's because gay men, they can somehow relate more to women. I guess because they have been victims themselves, and the women have, you know, they claim to be victims, so they can relate on that front. So women in a large part has supported the gay men to the point where now gay men have gone the extra mile and have become women themselves, and now all of a sudden women are trying to complain. Women, you have caused this whole freak show. It is because of you, women, biological women. This is all happening because of you and your inability to see afar off. So if you enjoyed this clip, click on the full video right here. And if you would like to see more videos like this, click on the playlist right here. Game hard, y'all.